Hello, Radiant family, and welcome to another episode of Intentional Corner Podcast. And here we discuss about love, relationship in a raw form. I am your host, Good News Lebi Edijobi, and with my guest, my friend, Jumai Oje's family, the CEO of 3 is Natural. And today we are going to hear from her about that topic. After marriage, what next? So come with me as I welcome my friend. Welcome, Mrs. Famuyide.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm very good.
Okay, I know you have been married for over 12 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, and I know you are suitable for this kind of conversation. We are not talking enough about that loneliness that sets in immediately after marriage. And that's why I want you to come in. So, after marriage, what next? About the loneliness that sets in, what really happened?
Well, you're actually correct when you talk about not sensitizing the younger ones well enough to prepare them for what comes after that glam, the wedding bells, the preparations, and then voila, you're here. You are there in that four corner walls with just this man. And then realization dawns in. It is reality. Okay, what happened? Well, I'm going to be sharing a personal experience. What happened after our wedding?
That would be nice to hear.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Yeah, after the wedding and we moved in as couple, our husband and wife, it was really not an easy one. I would say not an easy one because then you realize that you have to think not for yourself now. You're thinking for two persons, starting from what to
What to eat? That one gets me there.
And my husband, my boo, happens to be somebody that's selective. There was actually a day I went to the market. I was like, what to cook? I was like, as a new bride now, let me surprise him. I went, bought a rishi, did this porridge plantain.
I can't imagine.
Baba walked in afterward. What are we having for dinner? I said, don't worry, just something special. And then I served this food. It was like, what's this? He just eats. Like it was served in the same plate for the both of us. My sister, 1 spoon, 2 spoons, and then Garri straight. Is there Garri in this house?
God, don't
No, it's actually funny now, but it wasn't funny that day because I was mad. I was like, after all the whole stress, my darling, I ended up throwing up the remaining food the next day because it was much. I couldn't consume everything. And then it got to the part that he annoys me. Normal now, being raised from different families and he annoys me and I'm like, God, I wish we're still dating, we're not married. I would have just gone by immediately after the whole show. I'll just go angry, go back to my father's house straight. And then he will be the one to message me or call and beg. But this time around,
yeah, there.
I'm stopped. You're married. I had to be telling myself, wake up, you're married. And see, things like this are actually things that the brides that are coming behind should just get familiar with. Yes, it's real.
Talking about, what about career, women career? What happened after marriage? About career or business, or especially when the bride had to move from a place to a new place entirely.
Well, that is part of it. That's why it has to be discussed properly before the marriage or the wedding properly.
Because I just feel that we ignore that part.
We do.
We ignore that part that, okay, a wife just married. We don't look at, we are seeing a wife, but we don't look at she is for something before becoming a wife. What we should be doing, what, you know, things that like that.
Yeah, for the women that are okay with career, they must discuss this before marriage. Well, for me personally, after my IT, I had signed off office work. I wasn't cut out for it. I said, no, I wasn't going to be waking up early, jumping buses, and then still come back home and cater for the house, take care of the kids and all. So career was not my own. I opted for business.
Yeah.
So, and being a business person, I know I tried one or two or three, touch this, touch that before I finally could sit with 3 East Naturals where we are building. So it's actually something that should be discussed. It's serious because sometimes you have to take care of the home, take care of the kids, be the wife too.
So
And
they
then take care
tell
of
the
business.
wife.
So these are huge things that if you're not careful, you become a shadow of yourself.
You know, on this, I think I will mention it. I will mention it. Maybe I need to do a video about it. I watched one movie. This movie, Before You Let Go. That movie, I think I suggest for every couple to watch rather. To be sincere, it was just a movie, but then it was reality as I was watching it. When man was trying his efforts and he feels that, oh yeah, he's doing everything that will satisfy the wife. The wife do the same, but then at some point they were drifting, they were not connecting. So that movie, I think, is something that needed to be watched. But then again, you know, the question pops up: what do women bring to the table? What do they see? We need to talk about what women experience immediately after marriage. We don't flag enough. We don't flag enough. Their career, they kept it somewhere. Their business, I guess they start all over again, because I know you've been doing business before then. You've been known now over, in fact, 2-3 decades. I can't even remember. So, but then when you got married, was there no slow motion? Was there no something that, oh, okay, if you were in your original place, you just have to continue, or it's just like a straightforward thing for you?
Well, I vividly remember before marriage, I was having this discussion with my husband to be then, and he asked, where should we be based? He was trying to consider my own type of business. Then I was into the makeup field, makeup and hair. So he was trying to like, okay, before we discussed and then we could finally agree, let's be based here for 1 or 2 reasons that we both agree about.
Yeah.
So getting there, okay, I remember me telling him, let's go. I'm a light. Wherever I find myself, I would shine. So we agreed to stay where we are now. And it wasn't really easy because it was a new environment, getting customers, being that I grew up in Lagos and then going to such a place. And it wasn't really, it is not actually easy. But then the need for sensitization, like I said now, we need to sensitize these younger ones that after marriage, you need to be prepared for it. You need to be prepared for it mentally too.
Yes.
Mentally, aside the
I agree with you.
finance,
Yeah.
because you would just find yourself ending up being stuck, a housewife. You have to.
I don't think there's nothing worse than a lady now becoming just a housewife.
Because the man will actually move on. He gets to go to the office in the morning, bye darling, you get to cook. And then the next thing that happens, you be at home, press phone. The next thing that happens, you start looking for 1 or 2 chores to keep yourself busy. Before you know, it's time to cook the night food. And then the children start coming in.
Thank you for that. So to my viewers, this is where we come in. Young lady, don't just think about the fallacy, the enjoyment about marriage. Think about the challenges you face because you are going to a totally new place. And don't joke about it. Discuss it. Agree on it. And if it's not comfortable for you, speak up, because I know with my experience that many women do not speak up. But rather what they do is just to okay everything because man is the head. Yes, speak up. Speak up. Visit a professional to guide you. it is tougher than you think. We're not scaring you here, but this is the reality of what marriage look like for women after marriage. So stay with us as we enjoy the full raw part of what happened in relationship and marriage, and you see the reality to keep you going in your marriage. Till we meet next time, stay radiant.